welcome back. We're here to discuss the premium electronic C-3PO head.
C-3PO Premium Electronic Head.
Is that so much different than what I just fucking said?
No, it isn't. But then it's from the Star Wars Archive collection. It's a giant name. and we went over this 1,000 times. We went over this like 10 times trying to figure out if we could actually say the full thing, and it was just it's not possible. There's so much.
It's not catchy. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
No,
they need to fix it out.
But this is a cool collectible.
Yes,
this is really cool.
Premium, guys.
This is premium. Yes, premium, exactly. And I say this a lot. I know I say this a lot, but this one truly caught me off guard when it came out. I was not expecting this. I mean, I say that about everything, that it's like this came out of nowhere, but I do feel like that about this. Like all of a sudden this went up and it was just like, where is this coming? Like it's not a Black Series thing. It's not like it's like a freaking, are they selling this at the parks, or is it this going online as well?
So it's both. And what's interesting is I tried to do a little bit of research on the archive collection, and I think they've only had one release, and it was a very vague, I think, helmet from one of the video games. It was a clone variant.
Okay.
So talk about catching us off guard. That's why I didn't expect something like this. And yes, it's not the same as Black Series. It's almost like, if anyone's kind of old school with the Disney products, they have the Disney Parks sabers that predated the Legacy sabers, and then you have the Hasbro Black Series, which are made by a totally different company. So this is the kind of like Disney Parks line, despite the fact that, thankfully, because I know a lot of people were concerned as soon as this was released, it's not going to be just a parks release where you're going to have to get someone to physically go to California or like the Florida locations to pick one up.
Which is good and bad, because that means that
everyone's getting
it could sell out very quickly.
Yes.
But it, if it was a parks thing, it would probably last a little bit longer, and you'd have, it'd be harder for you to get. I get that, but it also might last longer.
Yeah.
This thing probably is going to sell out. Oh, this is the edition size of this is what, CC?
It's 3,720.
Which is interesting.
Yes.
Because why?
We were scratching our heads about why that's such a specific number, but it's the quote. It's the odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field, according to C-3PO, to which Han says, "Never tell me the odds."
Right.
So that's kind of cool. Easter egg.
Really cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's going to be online before this video goes up, but it's going to be Wednesday the 16th. It's going to be on the Disney Store website.
Yeah.
I think it's Disney Store, yeah. Which is cool because it means we have a better chance of ordering one. They had a bit of a kerfuffle where I think it was sometime maybe a week and a half ago or a week ago. They were on the website already for like an hour where people were able to order them, get them in hand. So that's kind of cool because it means we've seen photos of them in person. They've also already made it to the parks. So I was doing some research in case, God forbid, I'm not able to order one tomorrow. It looks like the average price on like the secondary market for these, for someone to like pick them up from the parks for you, is between $180 and $190. Retail is $119. So honestly, that markup's not crazy, but I think like this is also, it's unexpected, but also fulfills a huge need. I think.
Look, the interesting part about this. Okay, look, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, this is a big hunk of plastic. It's a big hunk of like plastic, gold, whatever, and it looks good. It does look good, but I'm like, whatever. The thing that sells me on this thing is, I mean, obviously the details I think are very good on this thing as well. Like they feel very nice. It seems very cool. But it's this right here. Like this, in my opinion, is the killer feature of this thing, where you open this thing up and you have the C-3PO like wires and internals and all that stuff showing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
The Phantom Menace look. And I've seen more than one person say that they want to buy at least two to display them both ways, which is cool.
Even worse. even worse, because now you're gonna have people buying 2 of these things. It's gonna go like so fast.
And imagine if you did want to weather it. I've only heard good things about the people who've gotten it in hand regarding its quality as far as
Right.
the price point for
Sure.
accuracy and all that. I will say, even from a custom perspective, I think it's been really difficult for people to source even fan-made replicas because
Sure.
that chrome is such a pain to get right.
Yeah, they're
Even
like
sideshow
electroplating, I think is what they call it, right?
yeah. And this looks great for $119. It's crazy.
Yeah. For the price, it's ridiculous. I mean, look, you can tell. You can even see in this image, you can tell that it's like the wires are. I think we talked about this on a previous live stream too. That the wires are obviously very plasticky, and it doesn't look like actual real wire necessarily. Like it's definitely has that molded wire look to it, but it still looks really good. And if you put it in a certain spot in your collection, even just like this, without replacing wires, like I know some people are going to do, and um, I think it still looks really good. I think it still looks great. I mean, it's the same thing as like the Black Series helmets where they sell like a Luke helmet, a Luke X-wing helmet, and people put those in their collection. It looks great. It's not necessarily an RS, prop replica like proper helmet, but it's gonna do the job for I think a lot of people wanting just something like that in their collection. This is great for the price what it is. It really is. And um man, it would be really cool to see them come out with more stuff like this. I think Jason mentioned that this is what, like 90% of the size or something like that. Like it's maybe a
Oh,
tiny bit smaller, tiny,
mm,
tiny bit is what I'm hearing.
probably.
Um,
And
which I
I
think,
imagine it's not wearable.
no,
I'm just gonna
I,
guess. Yeah.
I can't, no, I can't imagine. No. I doubt it's wearable. And but it does have, you said it does have, sounds.
Yes. So dialogue from all 9 films, even the ones you hate, and then not you personally, everyone else.
Right. Everyone else.
The eyes light up in 2 different ways. So it'll have the
Mhm.
red from I want to say Rise of Skywalker, and then also just the regular
Yeah, the
that way.
regular like this, and I
Mhm.
think the red is, let me see where the red is. They have a picture. Yeah, here's the red.
And it looks like it's a
It's cool.
USB cord.
Yeah, from the back. Which, to be honest, like that's the cool thing about this prop replica-ish type thing is that you don't have to plug it in. It looks freaking awesome just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, you could just have it sitting there doing its thing and not, I mean, look, I don't care if it lights up and I don't care about the sounds, but just the look of it on the shelf is what I care about. And I honestly, I think I'd be going for this anyway. I'd be going for this look right here.
Mhm.
I just think it looks awesome. This like, wire look. But you can see though, CC, what I was talking about with these like
Yep. Like the
molded. Yeah, it's like molded wire. You know what I mean? It's not proper wiring, obviously, and I can understand that for a product like this cost. Well, how could they make something like that at mass scale to do that? I get it, but that's why some people are looking at this as something they can replace that and actually put in their own their own wiring in this thing and
right.
make it look legit. That would look freaking awesome if you did
Well, and I
that.
also think that this would still be an incredible value even if they didn't do any of that. Like they didn't have to
Oh,
have
sure.
it
Yeah.
modes to do the exposed wire. I don't know if that puts me in the camp of wanting to get 2. We'll
Mm,
see. For the
yeah.
same reason, just I think it's displayability. It's really cool to do both ways.
Right.
Um, yeah, this is
Gosh, it looks great though. It looks really good. I really do like the look of it and the details and I mean, look, I think I've seen this. Gosh, have we seen this next to, I'm trying to think if I've seen this in a picture next to an actual like proper C-3PO head that someone's
so
made. I can't remember.
someone. Let me see if I can find the picture. Actually,
Someone replaced this with the sideshow bust, right?
yes,
Just put it on the sideshow bust.
it wasn't the bust. I think it was the one,
Okay. Oh, I got you. Yeah.
like the full size one.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, because that would really show you kind of the percentage of scale difference. Like if it's 80%, 90% there, if it's too big, I doubt it's too big. If it looks a little small to me. But man, I do think, I mean, it's super reflective. It looks really good. It looks really good. They did a great job. And I would expect Disney, at least they would have, the opportunity to scan things and to make sure things are for the most part proper in scaling, ish. So
Right.
you would think they would get it pretty much right. I think I'm trying to think, don't we have a picture as well? I think we have a picture of it in the box as well. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, because it will be going up it'll be going up in the parks as well. Let me see. Is this it? I think this is it. Let me show this real quick.
So they certainly look like they're already on the shelves.
Yeah, so this looks like a proper, like, and as you can see the Galactic Archive series right here. This looks like exactly like a box you would have on a shelf at Disneyland or Disney World or whatever, right? And Galaxy Adventure, Galaxy's Edge or whatever. So, yeah, looks freaking great. Do you know, CC, are these just exclusive to, let's say, the parks and Disney.com? Is it going to be in like the Disney store? Do we know?
It would probably be in the Disney store. I think Jason mentioned that he's seen or thinks that they're going to end up in Disney stores. I don't have a Disney store near me. Okay. I don't think it's, because I keep checking in the off chance it ends up, because the Black Series ones will also be available through like Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, that kind of thing. So I was checking to see if any of those retailers like screwed up and put it up too early. And right. I don't know if that'll be the case. I think it will be, but I think the Shop Disney website ships internationally as well.
Right.
It's helpful to like the UK and European guys. I do want to say I found that photo.
Okay. So looks freaking terrifying. But it's not, I mean,
so size wise, it looks
a little small.
Yeah.
Right? A little small. Now the question would be, how old is this C-3PO from Sideshow?
It's up there. It's not
relative.
Yeah. I don't know exactly.
I mean, it looks great. I'm just wondering if if this is small or if the Sideshow version is a little slightly oversized. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a little small, because I feel like I've heard that from several people. So that might be the case, but who cares? It looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, I think a huge takeaway with those photos too is how much like better the chrome looks compared to Sideshow. The actual complaint. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. And that's a problem that everybody has with making a C-3PO, right? Is how do you make something that isn't just going to peel, that gold isn't just going to peel right off or come off over time or whatever, right? Correct. They've always had that issue. So yeah. But either way, guys, I mean, there it is. I'm not going to say the name of this thing again, because I feel like it's ridiculous and I'm going to forget it, but it's a really fantastic piece from Disney. Listen, I hope they make more of these things. Like, I don't know what else they're going to make in this archive series, but hopefully they keep going and they keep making more and people buy this and they're happy with it and we get more. That'd be freaking great. I love this quality, at least, and especially the quality for the price, right? It's not a Regal robot piece. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. It's very, very reasonably priced, and it's something that will look great on your shelf. So what more can you ask, I guess? So
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. Thanks everybody. We'll see you on the next one.